Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and respected guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Toastmaster Sanjay. I am the Sergeant at Arms of today's evening, number 366. So, good morning all.
Good morning.
So, before proceeding, we would like to urge everyone to speak with me along with the mission statement of Vadodara Toastmaster. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you all. There are a couple of ground rules which we need to follow. Sir, are you present, right? Okay. So, couple of ground rules which we need to follow. We request everyone to either please switch off your mobile or keep in silent mode so that the speaker will not distract. For that, I am giving you 30 seconds. Do not cross-talk with each other. Do not talk about sex, religion and politics. Those who wish to use toilet or washroom, it is straight and left side. Now, I am handing over this meeting to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Kirit.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are looking forward to a beautiful session today, and I am privileged to have a presiding officer of today's session. Today I am going to talk about dreams. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. This is Abdul Kalam's famous quote. And if you read it more carefully, you really feel what it means. So today I am going to talk about dreams. How the dreams can make life of people differently. I am going to talk about a boy whose father was a doctor. His father was a doctor, practicing doctor. But he did not study enough, he was not good at all in studies. Father finally gave up. And he said, let him pursue whatever he wants. So from 8th standard, he left the schools. And he started working in a tailoring shop as an assistant. I'm talking about 1940s, 50s. He was working as a tailoring assistant, and the tailor was a master tailor of Bollywood movies. In those days, costumes were not designed, but tailored. He used to assist him. And in that, he dreamt that I am designing this beautiful costume. I am going to make one day a movie with these costumes, this type of costumes. He was none other than K. Asif. K. Asif was the director of a landmark movie in India, Mughal-e-Azam, if you all remember. Those who have not seen Mughal-e-Azam can see it again in color now in YouTube, made in 1991. Please watch it. K. Asif, uncle was Nazir. He was a kind of an actor, director of a B-class movie. He encouraged him to see more movies, but he was an artist. He had a dream. He wanted to pursue his dream. His father was relatively rich. Finally, at the age of 23 years, he asked him that, okay, I can finance and you make a movie. He made a movie called Fool. He made only 3 movies in his career: Fool, Mughal-e-Azam and Hanchal. Fool was the 4th largest gross movie earner at that time. 23-year-old man, just by his dream, he made this movie. When he made Mughal-e-Azam, those of you who do not know, it was made in 1950s. It costed 1 crore of rupees at that time. Today's work, it would be about 350 crores. Unimaginable at that time, a movie of 1 crore made in 1950. And he did not compromise at all because he had seen the costumes designing, how important it is costumes to play a role in movies. If you see Mughal-e-Azam, if you see the costumes in color now, you'll be astonished to see. Director Benzer, when he saw Mughal-e-Azam little later, and he was astonished that in India you could make a movie of this size. Benzer was made up 10 years after that. Still, it could not match the caliber of Mughal. If you see it now, this is what Dream can achieve. And it was blockbuster movie with solid movies, solid lyrics, solid songs. All of you must be recalling Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya. But there was a movie in which Salim, Prince, was going to be hanged. And in that particular scene, they wanted 8,000 people as a crowd because people did not want Salim to be died. That's why they were gathered. And there was a song. This song, when it was played in the movie theater, people just got up and wanted to stop Salim from hanging. That kind of impact it created. I will sing one line before I to start again. प्यार की आंधी रुक ना सकेगी नफरत की दीवारों से खूने मोहब्बत हो ना सकेगा खंजरों से तलवारों से मर जाते हैं आशिक जिंदा रह जाती है यार जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद ए मोहब्बत जिंदाबाद. People got up from their seat. This is what Dream can achieve. Today, I am going to talk about three Toastmasters whose dream I have seen. Toastmasters Sanjay and Rashmi. I remember they started a beauty salon, leaving all aside everything. A dream which probably has come true. Toastmaster Pradeep is not here. He was pursuing a career in public speaking, in coaching, life learning. He left his job, pursued his career. He is an engineer. Toastmaster Sanchita, I know. She left her job in Infosys in Pune to pursue her own pursuits. So three Toastmasters have lived up to his dream. I can see in everybody's eyes some dreams. I am sure they will also achieve their dreams in lifetime. Please pursue the dreams. So today, let me say if there are any guests, they can come on the stage, say a couple of things about themselves, how they came to know about Toastmaster and something about them. Any guests today?
He is the Rahul.
Rahul.
He was our member,
Okay.
but he left. no?
Please come. Please.
Thank you, sir. So my name is Rahul and I'm working with PGP class. And as Madam said, I joined the club somewhere in January, February, and then I took a break, 3-4 months. So I am trying to come back to the club and I'll try to be regular. There were some official engagements why I kind of could not caught up to the meetings, and it's a new job, so I'll try to be regular, and it's a wonderful club. I'm back. That's the reason I am coming back. So I'll try to be more regular from my side and try to be more sincere. It's all the meeting. Thanks, please.
Welcome back. Please.
So good morning, I am Aditya. I am currently pursuing BTech in Chennai, so I am just here for like 2 months. So I came here on as a regular. I am very interested to listen to all of you. Thank you.
So today's book of the day will be reviewed by Toastmaster Sanchita, a master Toastmaster. She has complete command over English, always cheerful and forthcoming. What is a leader? I suppose you are what is a leader. And her absence in last 2 sessions were felt by us. So let us hear Toastmaster Sanchita. Book of the day.
Good morning, everyone. We all have read the articles about work hours, 90-hour week, 70-hour week. They all point to something called deadlines. But when it comes to us, we have to look at ourselves. We have to think about ourselves. The deadlines would always be there. If you are sick, if you are not well, or if you are even dead, you will be replaced the very next day or maybe the same day itself. So the point is, you have to think about yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. How do you do that? That is something Spencer Johnson has stated, taking 1 minute for yourself. No matter how much stressed you are, how much difficult it is, just put out 1 minute. Think, what would be the best thing? How good I can make things for myself? If the situations are not well, your train is late, or a plane is late, you have to reach somewhere, there is traffic. Instead of cursing the situation, just think, how can I make things better? You can think that maybe due to bad weather, if the train sped up, there could be derailing. If the traffic is not managed, there would be accidents. At the same time, you see the positive things and you will appreciate stuff. Most important of all, you have to prioritize yourself. If you take care of yourself, if you love yourself, only then you can take care of others. When you feel good, you feel energetic. When you feel energetic, you are creative. When you are creative, you can complete all your works in time. So I would recommend all of you read this book, 1 Minute for Yourself by Spencer Johnson. It's a simple book and the fonts are really large. So you can do it in 1.5 days. But the very important thing is prioritize yourself. Once you do that, everything will fall into place. Thank you.
Now today's Toastmaster is an engineer. In spite of being an engineer, his creativity is remarkable creativity. Normally we don't foresee such creative things in the engineers as such. His pose, speed, and the weight he puts on every word is something we all should understand. New and old Toastmasters both. Please see how he is going to unfold the cinematic experience of today with a beautiful clarity, and please see how much weight he puts on the words. Every time when I listen to him, I see that he has mastered the art of poses and the weight on the words. So let's all welcome with a big round of applause. It is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kirit, presiding officer for today. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Vikram, the Toastmaster of today. Cinematic experience. As our presiding officer told, those were the days we had that experience only in the theatres. There's no OTT, there's no YouTube, there's no small mobile. Probably we had those VCP somewhere during our holidays, they used to bring it. But still, the experience of watching movies with strangers and how we all unite together at one point of time is something that amazed me. In fact, the concept of interval or intermission is there only in the Indian movies. We don't see this in Hollywood. Because interval per se is an industry. It's a separate industry that is away from the cinema. In fact, I remember that we never used to get the snacks before the start of the movie. The popcorns and the puffs and the juice and the coffee or tea is available only during the interval. In fact, we used to have something called as corn puff. That corn puff in Chennai used to be only in the cinema theatres during the interval. We don't get it in Flipkart, we don't get it in Zomato, we don't get it in Blinkit or Zepto. That was the experience that we had. We will speak about it more, we will learn about it more, I will narrate about it more. Before the meeting, the official meeting starts, I would like to tell you that there is a change in agenda. Today's timer is Toastmaster Raju, thank you so much. Today's counter is Toastmaster Yashraj, thank you so much. That's the change in agenda today. We have 3 sessions: prepared speakers, table topics, and evaluations. For that, we need a team, like how a cinematic experience or a cinema has a director, music director, we have choreographer. Of course, there are heroes and heroines today, but still there is a back-end team that's going to work. So I want that back-end team to come on stage right now. Toastmaster Raju as the timer today, please come on stage. Raju, which is the longest movie that you watched in cinema? You wanted to show the red card and say enough. You remember?
Houseful 5.
I really must have. Very much that. Longest movie I watched.
Okay.
I don't remember, but the Lagan I watched on the laptop. That's but I enjoyed that.
Okay. You don't want to show the red card?
No. Great. Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm TM Raju, and my role is today as a timer. From school to college and from college to corporate life, we have fixed that is time. Our lectures that runs on time. Even we punch in on time and punch out on time. The cinema which you are mentioning, so that also has fixed time. So as a timer, today my role is to specify these cards whichever the times you are allotted. So for the prepared speakers, I'll show green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. For table topic speakers, I'll show green at 1, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2. For the evaluators, I'll show green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3 minutes. So I'll show my report once I'm called upon, and all the best to all the speakers, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. The longest movie that I saw was The Da Vinci Code without a break. I saw it outside India, and I did not know that there is no concept of interval outside India, especially for an English movie. The Da Vinci Code kept on and on and on, and my attention span also kept coming down because I was so much used to the interval. Suddenly they said there is no plot for an intermission there. The movie went on for 3 hours, and we were all sitting there for 3 hours and watching. I guess we should have got Raju there, who was showing some red card. Next is on stage our counter, Toastmaster Yashraj. Which is a sudden movie, okay? You never decided. Your friend said, "Come, let's go."
I would say Mission Impossible in Hindi.
Okay.
This was very terrible. I hope everyone must have went to cinemas, right? Have you ever noticed that small annoying child who kept crying? Those are R's and M's in the speeches, which disturbs the cinematic experience of the speech you are delivering. And have you ever noticed that corner seat couple as well? They are the clutch word and pauses when you are speaking, but they try to drive your attention that way. But try to avoid them, and to help you out there, I am a counter Toastmaster Yashraj to help you out. R's and M's are the words which are naturally occurring, which tends to show that we have maybe less confidence, we are not sure what we are about to speak. So best thing is take a pause, and while you take pause, don't lose eye contact with the audience. This is the tip which I want to share so that every speaker can inculcate it, and I will be noting your R's, arms and clutch words, and I will be giving my report when called by General Evaluator, and over to you, Toastmaster of the team.
For my daughter, she does not cry. I have to buy her nachos and that's it. She says, if you don't buy nachos, then there will be R's and M's. Next on stage is the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Tarun on stage, please. Have you ever watched a regional movie in theaters? No? You're missing something.
Actually, I used to love watching movies, but the time I got married, everything finished. Actually, my wife does not like to watch in theaters. Good morning, Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Today I will be playing the role of grammarian. As grammarian, I would be noting the good usage of grammar while you are delivering your speech and table topic session and the other session as well. I will also be noting down good usage of grammars as well as grammars which can be more effectively used. As grammarian, I would also like to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day for today. The word of the day is panoramic, which means a wide, expansive view. Normally, it can be used in a photograph that we capture a panoramic view, but it can also be used in your life that, in some sense, that when you are thinking of father or future, you should have a panoramic view of what things you could entail. The phrase of the day is, a picture is worth 1,000 words. That again, sometimes we, instead of narrating, if we show a picture, it is better to explain than to put it in words.
example is you can, instead of describing a beautiful scenery, if you show the picture, it shows it is better viewed and described than words. I will be presenting my report when called upon by G. Thank you.
Thank you. I've split my cinematic experience as crowd reaction, wow, fear, what all I have had during the watching a movie in the theaters. As our presiding officer Toastmaster Kirit said, there was a person who was supposed to be hanged and the entire crowd felt that he should not be hanged. I got that kind of a moment when I watched Janardhan will know, the movie Basha of Rajinikanth. In that movie, he is just Manikam. He's an auto driver in Chennai. But he has a gangster past in Mumbai. They show everything in black and white. And one fine day, the director shows how Manikam became Basha. He goes on a killing spree of all the gangsters, and then the police comes, and this is a Tamil movie, but the inspector speaks in Hindi because this is happening in Mumbai. Kisne mara? Who killed? Rajini is silently standing. The entire crowd there who witnessed the killing says, Naine mara, I have killed. I only killed. And if after the police goes, the entire crowd starts hailing by the name, hero's name, Manik, Manik, Manik. Then he stops like this and he says, Manik nahi. The next word I could not hear from what the hero said. The crowd shouted Basha. So that's how it changed. So this is, I think I was in 7th standard, 8th standard. I'm still waiting to witness this kind of the goosebump moment in theaters for me. The next was September 30th, 2016. September 30th is my wedding day. I took my wife to a movie called MS Dhoni. Now, MS Dhoni touched me a lot. I know he's from Jharkhand. I know he's a North Indian, but he plays for Chennai Super Kings, the team that I support. I do not believe that the crowd will be so responsive. At one moment, the coach asks, can you play cricket instead of football? He says, no, I want only football. And that's when he speaks in Hindi. Q, hard ball se dhar hai kya? Then there is some conversation with him. He convinces Dhoni to play cricket. And then that young Dhoni says, Sir, hard ball se dhar nahi hai. The crowd went absolutely ballistic. Then Ravi Shastri's commentary, they show the final. And when Sachin is out, he says the entire crowd in the stadium is silent. And you won't believe, the theatre was also silent. We knew that India won. We knew that Dhoni came. But still that moment was captured so well in reality. And suddenly they show Dhoni in the end of the movie, the real Dhoni. This kind of atmosphere, the crowd reaction, I'm still waiting for other movies. I have not seen it. Okay. Let's move into the speaker session now, the prepared speech session. The first speaker today is Toastmaster Kamlesh, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mukesh. Kamlesh is presentation mastery is his part. He's in level 1 project 2. I request Toastmaster Mukesh to elucidate his speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Today, good morning fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good morning. Today my target speaker is Toastmaster Kamlesh. He is having the pathway presentation mastery, and he will be presenting his third speech for level 1, which is introduction to vocal variety and body language. Now, before I say the speech title, you can already understand the panoramic view he will give, because the title is Our Society Where Every Flat Has a Story. So, best of luck, Toastmaster Kamlesh. Timer, please note his timing is 5 to 7 minutes. So, lights, camera, action. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Kamlesh on stage, please. Kamlesh, which movie you want to act? When you watched it, you said, I want to be there.
At time, presently it is not specific, but if you want to add, then some Amitabh Bachchan movie like there is a Daman,
Okay.
this type of movie. Anyway.
Sure, nice. Toastmaster Kamlesh, in our society, every flat has a story. In our society, every flat has a story. Toastmaster Kamlesh.
Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and the guest. Mostly people say life is a journey, but I say life in our society is a full-blown TV series. So at one moment we sipping a tea, and next moment ding, WhatsApp message came. Who keeps their champal near the lip, and like that story begins. In big society, we do not just live together. We laugh, argue, gossip, and sometimes declare a war over a slot of parking like that our end-centric property. So, in the morning, in gardens becomes a runway of the characters. Speedy seniors, he walks like they are training for Olympics. Chit-chat aunties, he burns more calories with stories than step. And lawn walkers with Bluetooth in one ear and stock market worries into the another ear. So one uncle quote, "This is me time," but more like it is a we time. In parking, there is a tandem cars everywhere, but there is no space. People park the car like Picasso painted, random, bold and confusing. So, in our WhatsApp groups looks like a digital parliament. In one WhatsApp message post, leakage is found at the third floor from the pipe. And there is a WhatsApp message bombarding 7 more message post like there is a noted 5 post when it will stop, 3 post there is a it will not happen in previous committee, and 1 post there is a good morning with photographs. At the evening time, after the sunset, there is a new species awaken who always oppose any decisions. And someone paint it is too bright, and they are claiming that gardener is lazy. So, and someone says like that, good evening, and they, what about good body? What good about it? Like they are insulting. So mostly people are fearing by him, and they are avoid to writing into the group. So actually they are not spreading a fear, but they are spreading low battery alerts for the everyone happiness. And in our society, yes, there is a lip laughters when we sometimes lips open, and there is a lips stop at our floor, and we see there is a pool of one silent dogs, and 3 neighbors there is laughing to us. So these type of scenes also many times created. Sometimes in lips someone comes and pushes all the buttons like there is a mini reality shows. So yes, in our society there is a lip laughters, there is a WhatsApp warriors, there is a chaos parking. However, there is a something is magical. There is a sense of toughness. When whether we walk together or gossip in groups, whether we post a complaints or just send a memes, whether we rental or we honor. Although of this, we are living together with this madness. So next time when we see our neighbors, we smile. When we when someone make noise, we laugh. When someone spreading negativity, we offer a copy, not attentions. So, because society is made of society is not made of buildings. Society is made of peoples like you and me. Thank you.
We go to a movie, pay 120, 200 or 240, nothing changes in our life, but at least we think that there is some value to what we paid. Toastmaster Kamlesh speech is like that. Lot of value in what we have come today. Excellent speech. We started off with no expectations, ended up with a wonderful movie. Thank you so much. Before moving on to our established actor, I would say, Toastmaster Sanjay, next speech, I would tell about fear. That was the cinematic experience of fear. I watched a movie called Godzilla. Now, they build up that in the ocean there is this Godzilla. We knew that it's a yucky species, a very fearful one, but the director does not show it. Just before the interval, there is a walkway and there's the ocean. And in the walkway, it's all made of the wooden planks. And there comes the Godzilla. The wooden planks started breaking like this. The speaker is this side and the speaker is this side. And suddenly that Godzilla comes up and opens his mouth. It was a biggest fear factor for me. I wanted to run away, but there's no place to run. That kind of a fear that I had. The other one was Annabelle. Who all have watched Annabelle? They don't show the ghost until 20-30 minutes into the movie. And suddenly there is the door that slightly opens. And from that we can see one girl standing there. And the heroine asks, "What do you want?" I don't remember what she says, but she keeps running. That small kid, as soon as crosses the door and comes to the room, becomes a 25-year-old female and attacks. This I wanted to shout on my brother's ears and he shouting at my ears. That much of fear was there looking at Annabelle. I would again love to watch that kind of fear factor movies. Thank you. Next on stage is Toastmaster Sanjay. Toastmaster Vishal is his evaluator. Sanjay is in his strategic relationship part, level 2, project 3. Toastmaster Vishal on stage, please.
Yes, good morning all. So today my target speaker is Toastmaster Sanjay. He is pursuing pathway strategic relationship. He is going to deliver the speech on L2, project 2, level 2, project 2. And the objective of the speech is understanding my communication style. Timer, please note the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. And the speech title is very interesting, live at a traffic signal. All the way to Toastmaster Sanjay. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Sanjay on stage. Toastmaster Sanjay, live at a traffic signal. Live at a traffic signal, Toastmaster Sanjay.
Thank you. Good morning again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So today our TMOD has bring a beautiful thing that is called cinematic experience. So I guess there is certainly some samosa and tea party. So I'm expecting from TM Kamlesh, whether are you giving the party?
Sure.
Okay, great. For Mukesh, Toastmaster Mukesh.
I'm writing my evaluation.
Right, because why it is done? I guess that Toastmaster Vikram has put in the group that who is going to sponsor for the party. So I'm talking about myself. Last couple of weeks ago, I bring samosa and tea. So do you know from where I have purchased this samosa and tea? Any guess? Okay. So tea I have purchased from the roadside tea, and samosa I purchased nearby this particular place. Do you know how samosa is manufactured? Any idea? Okay.
Fried in oil.
Fried in black oil.
So samosa is basically made with overheated oil, with number of times it is being fried, and certainly it will be aggravated effect for our health. It not only increase heart attack but also increase the cholesterol level. And about tea, so you must be know how the water, the shopkeeper are procuring the water and what is the impact of that. I've observed the water they have used, it is open to earth, sun. It is completely exposed. Tea, they are using it is a heartless tea. Anyway, we have taken it and we have enjoyed it. Is it not?
Next time you won't take it.
No more breaks.
So, what I'm trying to say, if we will take continuously, there will be the impact. I generally take twice time outside tea, and around 4 p.m. I usually take biscuit. And biscuit is basically made of maida. You know what is the impact of biscuit. The impact of biscuit is such a that it will increase our weight if we will take prolonged period of time. So such kind of things I am taking it. What could be my probable almost certain future, because I am taking this biscuits and tea last 8 to 10 months. Any guess?
Like this.
Yes, certainly. My health will be not as it is, the way it has to be. Talking about my personal story, my father was a healthy person. He is doing 30 to 40 minute yoga, and parallelly he is doing God prayer as well. Suddenly I got a call from my sister on 8th August 2014 that father has been hospitalized. He has been hospitalized in Kolkata and I am in Baroda. So suddenly I rushed over there. On 9th August, there was shocking news that he has expired. It was completely, I could not able to imagine, because such a healthy person, how he can expire. After drill down, doctor has told us that he might took outside food. His living style is not up to that level. Then after we have started investigation, what went wrong? Because my father is living in Kolkata and we are sitting over here. So there is geographical distance and we occasionally visiting over there. So once we have drilled down, we found that he was taking 8 to 9 times tea. Because of his business nature, I don't know such kind of thing. But important thing is that 8 to 9 times tea and sometimes more. Then after we have checked it here and there, the tea shop, we have found that the tea which they are using, it is inferior quality. The water they are using, it is not recommended by corporations. So, and the specific problem is that the place where the tea is making, it is not well organized. So overall, that is the reasons for such kind of things. I am coming from manager to Baroda, this BME. In that, there are multiple signals out there. While I am crossing the signal, sometimes I am observing it is red light, but I am ignoring the light. I am just pushing my vehicle to come in faster way to reach in time. I am basically denying the universe law. Red means red, you have to stop it. Yellow is something you have to take a caution, and green is to just smoother way. But it is not happening. Similar kind of things, I could not able to identify the red signal of my dad's life. If I will do conversations with him, certainly there are some insights should come, and there will not be such kind of things happen. So what I am trying to say, that universe is always giving a signal. It is up to us that how we can inculcate in the signals in us, and we should process with the green signal. With this, I am handing over this to our Toastmaster of the day, team.
Any movie that you watched alone?
There are plenty of movies I watch alone.
Name a few.
I mean, Sole, or last time Mission Impossible, and this one movie, it is, I forget the name because I don't know the name, Rajkumar Rao movie, but it was not good, but I watched it.
Trap.
Because I'm movie fan.
Trap.
Sorry?
It was not trap. Trap.
Next, after the cinematic experience of fear, I would like to speak about wow. Where did I have this wow? There is a movie theater called Devi Paradise in Tamil Nadu. It's got a 70 mm screen. I watched a movie Speed. In Speed, there is one scenario where the bus is going and it should not go less than 40 kilometers per hour. If it goes, then there will be a bomb blast. And then they found that there is no connection between this bridge and this bridge. The road is, it's a gorge that it may fall down the gorge. So the bus, I don't know how, I don't scientifically remember how the bus flies. But at some point of time, the movie theater, the corner of this screen, the bus starts flying. And it's mid-air, it's a 20-second clip. And it finally comes to this side of the bridge. It caught my attention. That was a wow for me. The next is in Jodha Akbar, there is one song after the interval. I don't remember the song. It's Azimo, right? Yeah, sorry for my bad Hindi. But the way the colorful decorations and the ring type they made, and the way those people have those drums and the choreography was a wow for me. I'm still waiting for that kind of a song in Bollywood at least. Not seen this for quite some time right now. Let's go to the third speaker today, Toastmaster Shruti. She is attempting her level 1, project 3 in presentation mastery. Her evaluator is Toastmaster Janardhan. Toastmaster Janardhan on stage. It's the last Tamil movie in Vadodara. Madagaskar. No tourist family. Okay.
Good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning.
Toastmasters and guests. Today I'll be evaluating Shruti's speech. This is a level 1, project 3 from the Pathways Presentation Mastery. The purpose is to, the Toastmaster has to give a speech which enhances speech by providing body language and local variety. And I'm sure after the speech, she would have given a very good demonstration about how to inculcate use body language and local variety. Thank you.
Toastmaster Shruti on stage, please. Where else apart from Vadodara have you watched movies?
In Pune.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
And Mumbai.
Okay. Toastmaster Shruti, being in touch, Toastmaster.
Sorry, one second, my phone is vibrating. The reason I'm smiling is because my friend from 10th grade just called me. He is shifted in Canada and is enjoying his life, and he is about to get married in this coming months. He told me that he will call me up when he is in town, and he did. We are being in touch since school days, and I cannot wait finally to meet him after so many years. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Being in touch, what does it mean? Does it simply mean to know what's happening in each other's life? Or does it actually mean to meet up from time to time and to get to know each other? I will narrate you 3 different variations of what being in touch really means through a story of my life. So the other day, my mother, my little brother, and I were having lunch together, where my brother showed us a photo of his 2nd grade where he was dancing with a partner on a song from a movie Tare Zameen Par, and the song was Bum Bum Bole Masti, and the photo was clicked like this. They were looking so cute, adorable. My mother looked at the photo and said, "We don't have this photo, right, Shruti?" And I said, "Yeah, we never saw this photo ever." Then I asked my brother that, "How did you manage to get this photo after so many years?" He said, "You see that girl I'm dancing with? Well, she sent me the photo." I was surprised. "Wait, are you friends with her since so long? Oh, is she in your college or something?" He said, "No, Baba, I met her when I was at 5th grade, and after that I never saw her again. But I am still in touch with her." I asked him, "You are still in touch with her? Like how?" He said, "Yeah, we are connected on Instagram." And he just walked off after completing his lunch. My mother was confused. She turned towards me and said, "Shruti, how anyone can be in touch with someone on Instagram?" I couldn't help but laugh. And I was here again explaining the Gen Z era to my mother. I said, "Mom, being in touch doesn't really mean stalking or meeting nowadays. Like, if you're friends with someone on Instagram and they like your post, it means you're being in touch. If someone is sending regularly, consistently sending you memes, that also counts as being in touch. If someone is watching all your life, how? By watching your stories on Instagram, that also is counted as being in touch." After I explained all these Gen Z rules to my mother, half jokingly but kind of serious, she still wasn't convinced. She asked me, "Shruti, how are you being in touch with your friends?" I paused for a moment, thought about it, and said, "Mom, for me, or for my entire generation, honestly, the best thing that happened to us is mobile phones, the internet, and digitalization. Staying connected is easy for us. Like, I can video call anyone from overseas, anytime. I can FaceTime if I want to talk with my friends. And the best part is, it's all free. But I still love to go to cafe, exploring new places, to eat food, and to spend time and having a conversation in person." Then I asked her, "It must have been really difficult for you to stay in touch with your friends, right?" She sighed and said, "Yes, it's true. I lost touch with many of my friends when I was growing up. I still don't know how they look, where they are, and if I'll ever get a chance to meet them again. But I do thank Facebook and WhatsApp groups for helping me reconnect those 3 lost friends I lost touch completely with." Then she turned towards me and said, "Shruti, honestly, for me, being in touch is spending a whole time to yourself with your friends, cooking food together, reliving all the old memories, and just sitting and talking with each other. If my friends are far away, I will at least call them up and plan to meet at least once or twice a year. For even a phone call for me doesn't really count as being in touch." After hearing that, I decided that whenever any of my friends are visiting my hometown, I will call them up and invite them at my house. I will cook food for them and I will just sit and relax, just how my mom described. Being in touch means different things to different generations, but at its core, it means to stay connected, to stay connected either to a text message or a video call or simply spending time together. No matter how we stay connected, what truly matters is the effort we put in to develop this bond and keep this bond going stronger. After all, the relationships are the heart of life, and spending time together keeps this heart beating strong. Lastly, I want to leave with you a question that what does being in touch really mean to you? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti. Now we come in the end of the prepared speaker session. I would like to call Toastmaster Raju on stage to tell the time.
Good morning again. TM Kamlesh took 5 minutes 38 seconds. TM Sanjay took 6 minutes 24 seconds. TM Shruti took 5 minutes 45 seconds. So all speakers are qualified for one.
Thank you so much. The Sergeant at Arms will raise the polls to the WhatsApp. Okay. The next I am talking about is 3D movies and IMAX. Do you know which is the first 3D movie in India? Correct. Chota Chitan. It's My Dear Kutti Chatan in Tamil and
Chota?
Chota Chitan. It's My Dear Kutti Chatan in Malayalam and Tamil. First time when I saw, they gave me a glasses which has got pink color here and blue color here, and it's not for the entire movie. Only few scenes in the movie are a 3D effect. The entire movie is not a 3D effect. So when I wore it, there was someone who came and bet the young boy, and I did like this. That was the effect on me with the 3D. Next was IMAX. I saw IMAX in Birla Planetarium in Chennai. It was about the 9 planets. The seats were completely in a resting position, and the ceiling was the screen. That was very new to me. I wish to take my daughter also. I have not taken her till now, but this is an amazing experience I had about 3D and IMAX. Now that we have come to the end of the prepared speaker session, now we have table topic session taken by Toastmaster Chinmay. Chinmay on stage, please. Chinmay, have you ever walked out of the movie without watching it fully?
Not remembered, but so many times it happened that I like that I would walk out. It's not possible.
You like it to walk out?
Yes.
Good. Thanks.
Thank you. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today about this table topic speech. So that speaker has to speak about 1 to 2 minutes. Sorry, 1 to 2 minutes. And this about 30 seconds time is there. So this about the impromptu speech is there. So you have to organize your thoughts and you have to speak within a certain time limits. But before this connect with this table topic speech, I would like to connect with one topic. That is our personality style is there. We have own our styles. We know that style is there, and whosoever is we are working with them, there is also a style. Even in home, there is a certain peculiar style is there, and that is related to our brain model. So maybe you have heard about there are 4 colors are there, and it is connected with the brain called the brain model is there. That colors are red color, blue color, yellow color, and maybe this is the one is green color is there. So you know about these colors. So blue color is more about the rational and logical person is there. Green is more organized and planned person is there. Yellow is about big picture is there. You can say he's more panoramic. He see much better way panoramic thought. And red is about more feeling. He is a feeling person and interpersonal skill is there. So these all styles are there. If we know our styles, then definitely we can work better. And those with other persons also we know the styles. Then accordingly we can work better. This related to the person also, to the organization also. Many organizations, you know that one. If yellow is there, then definitely you can consider Reliance and Tata. Their big pictures are there. Even Reliance, there is slogan is there. Also, you have to think big. Nothing small is there. The same way, whenever we are working, whenever there is at home and at organizational level, if we know the styles, then we can our communication styles also we can work accordingly to our styles. And organization also our styles we are narrating this way. So my questions today based on these styles, if you know your styles, if you come across these 4 colors and these styles, then definitely you have to say, and then accordingly I will ask the questions. Otherwise, I will try to find out what is your style in a short time, because as such it's a very big subject. But I will just try asking you this question, and accordingly I will raise the question. So maybe the guest will come, because we are encouraging those people, guests specifically, and then voluntarily also we can ask who would like to be part of this tabletop speech today. So guest is name about. Here, okay, I will just the question line. Okay. So, okay. So I've just described there are 4 colors are there. Okay. So which color would you use to describe your personality and why?
So which color I would like to
There are 4
describe?
colors. So I use red, yellow and green.
I need to tell the color.
Why you like this color?
I like blue.
So it's more rational and more logical person. Why it is so? Why you like
Why is
blue color
it?
and
Why is it blue? Okay, why blue is my favorite color. That's my topic.
Yes. Why your style is you like to look with blue color? Match with blue.
So let me start with the other colors, and red is more danger, as somebody said earlier. I think when you see red, you have to stop. So red obviously is more flashy, or it's more visible. So that's why, and that doesn't suit my personality. As such. I'm more balanced, flexible kind of a person. So that's why red is not the color. Coming to yellow, yellow is more bright, and obviously yellow is one of my, if I have to say, it is one of the second favorite colors, because yellow signifies victory. Yellow is the color of victory, and it's also a beautiful color, and you should. If you have to tell you that specifically blue is my favorite color, that question itself, I'll not agree totally, because you have to have multiple colors in your personality. So yellow is another color that is part of my personality, because whenever I am approaching something, I like to take it head on and go towards it with a victory. Now coming to my favorite color, green, I will not speak much, because it's a very pleasant color, and if you see greenery, it makes you happy. So that also should be part of the personality that you have. Now very quickly I'll come to the blue color, which is my favorite. What I said. See, blue, as he said, it signifies a bit of balance. It's a soothing color. It is not very catchy, attractive like yellow or red, and it's not very bright. But it is more balanced, and which is what I would like to imbibe in my personality, that balanced person. But obviously, I would like to have other characteristics also, like going towards the victory, facing things head on, and be pleasant and happy like a green color. So that's how I would like different colors to be in my life as over to you.
Okay, I am correcting myself. Everybody has not a single color. There are the dominance of color is there. Like mine is green color, I'm more organized, more planning. But there are, every color is within each person. So next person. Yeah, please.
But I am not a guest now. I'm member. But
Whatever it is,
but I would like to talk about this topic because it is a very sensitive topic. and I am a qualified person globally to teach about all these.
You like to hear more than.
I itself this is a course actually, but I scored it. So as you already qualified, so which color your dominant color is?
Yeah. So let us talk about personalities first and how we develop those personalities. So how we behave basically is personalities that you develop over a period of time, and that comes through the moment you are in the womb of your mother, the way the mother is treated, the way she is fed, the story that is being told. If you go into the mythology, Abhimanyu knew how to get out of that Chakravi because Arjun was speaking to her and she was listening what Arjun, and she fell asleep when he was talking to her about how to come out of the Chakravi. So it is that scientific. Then is the society that you grow in. I might take some more time, okay, because it is sensitive. So you grow with the society, not necessarily. So must the first and foremost people that important are your parents, your mother, your father, your brother. If you are eldest, then it is different. If you are in the middle run or you are the youngest, so it all depends. Then the school that you go in, the teachers that you interact. So basically, to cut it short, this is how the psychology gets developed. As per the okay,
He is doing his work.
yeah, he is doing his work. So as per good old psychological schools, if you talk about like Carl Jung, the psychology does not get changed. It gets fixed by the time you are 7 or 8 years of old. After that you are circuited. You will behave in the same pattern because you find it easy that way. It is the behavior that you are reacting to. So something happens. There is some action or reaction in the atmosphere, and you behave on your biases. So, so this is how the psychology gets developed. Now, people get then compartmentalized. Obviously, so if I am interacting with you, I find it more convenient to talk to you. If I talk to him, he asks me, where are the rules? Why did you not come in time? You're supposed to be here at 10:30. Okay. So different personalities are there. You talked about 4 terrors, so this concept, there are different concepts. So there's MBTI, Fairobi. This concept that you're talking about is DISC. So this is basically, can I use this? So this is DISC. Yes, see. Now they have given colors depending on these percentage. So it is blue. Blue is basically people who are go by the book, go by the rule. They are good at like lawyer, judging people, follow the rules, things like that. Then there are D type of people. The color is red. They are directive people. They do not want to get into routines. Fortunately, I am wearing red t-shirt today. So I am red type. So they do not get into the routine. You give the project, they will finish it on time. They want intelligent people. They would not like to deal with the people I am talking about because I am D type, who are not quick, who are not fast. Now there are I type of people, which are influencers, like Shah Rukh Khan. They can do a very good TED talk. They are people. They can work along with the people. They can get the job done. But they will not get into details. So all the personalities have the pros and the cons. And then is S type. So this is red, this is green, and this is yellow. These people are people's people. So they can be a very good team player. If you want to have a very good team who will follow your directions, these are the people that you look forward for is yellow. The people who are follow to yellow. So they will not challenge your authority. They will go what you say. So these are these kind of people. But having said that, it is not stamped. As somebody correctly brought it out. So you can be mix of these also. You can be slightly red, slight like this thing. But again, it is percentage wise. Could be that you are 100% D. Could be you are 100% C. Could be you are 50% C, 50% D. The best personality is if you are having all the colors. Then you can succeed like anything in life. But it is impossible to have. Because it is not possible. If I am D type, I cannot be S type. I would like to be the head of the team instead of be the team or do the job. So this is it. Now that things are changing in psychology, people say that it is old school, that you cannot change what you have been made, what you have been circuited. Now the thing is that if you are conscious, if somebody tells you something, so then you should be conscious and try to bridge that gap of your, let's say that Now your job is such that I have to be friendly with people. It is not a project, but I have to work with people. So if I can move towards I, it will be very, very beneficial for me. So you can change it. Another thing is that if some significant event takes place in your life, your personality might get changed. Understand? So this is it. Thank you. Who will be the next?
Oh, that Aman Raj.
So I will ask you, if your life were a movie, who would play it?
Who would play like
Who would play you?
our actors?
Yeah. If your life were a movie, who would play you?
I think my movie is a combination of all movies, so I am very confused on who exactly would play it.
Let me know.
So, I think Ranbir Kapoor, I really like him as an actor. I think he's a very versatile actor, and he fits in all roles. And I just think he gives me the vibe of he speaks very calculatively and like silent personality, but he's very expressive through his eyes and very thoughtful.
Aman Raj.
Aman Raj.
Aman Raj.
Okay. So I'm not asking randomly, I'm asking the question. What is your biggest fear and how do you deal with it?
So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My biggest fear is fitting into society. Now, fitting into society historically has been a very great evolutionary advantage for survival because humans have only been able to succeed over other species due to them being able to work in a society. But as they say, too much of a good thing can have negative consequences. I remember a quote from my grandmother. She told me that, Aman, do whatever you want, but never be a goody two shoes. Because she said that I have spent 30, 40 my entire life. I was married at the age of 14. And I have spent 50, 60 years of my life role playing the perfect wife, perfect mother, that I have forgotten who I am, who really I am. Like I have been doing this acting to fit according to society. So whatever you want to do in life, do it, but be very careful that you do not lose yourself. That is my biggest fear, and I try to rebel. I cannot rebel in a big way, but in my own little ways, I try to rebel to assert my individuality. And this is a continual process. As Indira Gandhi had said, to win freedom, to maintain freedom, you need to fight, and the fight is a daily process. So to not be the victim of society, keep blaming your parents or around people for misguiding you, which were their good intentions for you, but it did not work out. So you need to create a space for yourself where you can take decisions for yourself, be autonomous in how your life goes. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, Raj.
Question for you. If you had to describe yourself in 3 emojis, what would they be?
I'm already wearing a color of emoji. Just see my face. Can you imagine what this emoji is?
Smile.
smile, laughing, tearing out. As a stand-up comedian, it's very necessary. And another one is that heart emoji. Because in Instagram, when you want to avoid someone, you just like the reel, but stay in touch. The third emoji could be the one with skull emoji. Because I will elaborate. I see very confused faces, but it's not that way. But in Instagram, there are some reels which are very relatable, somewhat on the dark side. So I tend to use skull emoji rather than elaborating it or taking it further. But my life is full of emojis. Not only, I can't describe it only in 3, but I would say whole keyboard. Right? All emojis are, because it's like a picture that says 1,000 words. It gives the panoramic view of your emotions on chat as well, because you can't see someone's expression. I am someone who is very fond of typing with emojis. Even in some official group, I do GIFs and emojis to express my feelings, because you don't know if someone writes what. It's like, what? It could be so many emotions. But if there is an emoji, you can understand whether he is laughing and saying what, whether he is sad and saying what, or whether he is angry and saying what. So emojis are something which are very essential to show our emotions, and I am a whole keyboard. Thank you, and over to Table Topic Master.
So who will be the next?
One.
Only one. Okay. You can raise your hand.
Can you can, sir? Presiding officer?
You can. So what is the most embarrassing mistake you have made? Like, you are still secretly trying to hide this. And most important. Yeah.
So when I look back at my life, obviously there have been many embarrassing moments which I would remember, of course. And most of the things which you do when you are immature, like in the college days, where we make the maximum mistakes. And the mistake you make is looking at the life. Because your concept of a beautiful life is a beautiful girl in college. So obviously you always try to approach somebody whom you think that is not approachable. And in that you make some mistakes which probably ruins your entire personality sometimes. I was a bright boy in the college, so obviously girls would like to exchange notes, etc. with you. And I thought that with the movies we see that the moment you say no to a girl, she gets more attracted. So that is the concept which you have to have a Bollywood fan. So whenever somebody asks you, one girl, of course, who has asked me for the book notes, I would always say, no, I cannot give. Well, I'll hide, or I'll retain something. And I thought that that's where she will be more attracted to me, and obviously we'll develop some friendship. My friends also, like the company angry me, yes, correct, you are doing the right thing. Why should you share? She should come and again ask. I kept on doing that movement continuously. And after the third or fourth time, when I thought that probably she is not coming back, I wanted to offer the notebook. She said yes, but I wanted to correct some of your notes. So that was a very embarrassing moment. Sometimes you overwhelm yourself. You are bright, but the other side you are not looking at. So always try to avoid embarrassing situations by looking at yourself. No, that's fine.
So thank you all the participants. So motto was there about we know if our personality styles and others' personality style, then we can work better. All the Toastmaster DPNS in detail he has mentioned. So with this, one more thing is that once you are trying to become a leader and then you have all the personality over there, then you can succeed in your work is there. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, to make that table topic master. I now call upon Toastmaster Raju on stage to tell you who all are qualified for it.
We have long movies and short movies. Like we have long movie. TM between sir, you took 5 minutes, 18 seconds. That is for just speakers time. Yes, Aditya, it took 36 seconds. With the help of there is
First, Rahul, right?
yeah, TM is Rahul, 2 minutes 7 seconds.
Yes.
Is Aditya 36 seconds.
No, Aditya.
No.
TM Aman Raj, you took 1 minute 53 seconds. TM Yash Raj, 1 minute 30 seconds. TM Kirit sir, you 1 minute 43 seconds.
Bipin also crossed. TM leader.
1 second.
Thank you.
1988, I saw a movie called Party Sola Takka De. Only Janardhan will be able to relate to it. That means always listen to Granny. In that movie, there is a Volkswagen Beetle car. That car was displayed in the theatre. So we did not go to the movie theaters for the movie alone. Everybody wanted to see that car as well. It was produced by a production house called AVM, and it was released in the theatre that was run by the same production house. So they had this double whammy of people coming and watching it. Why I'm telling this is, when I came to Toastmasters, the first session is about prepared speech. Very good. Second, which is table topics. I feared, no, I will not come. But when I saw the third session as a general evaluation, where people come on stage and evaluate the speakers, I came to know that, okay, this is a very good forum where people speak about what we have done well and what we have not done well. I call upon our general evaluator today, Toastmaster Geetanjali, on stage. Which is the black and white movie that you saw in color later sometime?
That is that movie. Sir told you Mughal Azam.
Okay.
And that particular portion was colored. That Pyar Kiya To Dadna Kya, and that mirror view. That is really excellent. So many movies everywhere. That this Madhubala is seen throughout the stage.
Next stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Namaskar and my soulful greetings to each one of you. I welcome you all in my evaluation segment. This is the most interesting and exciting part of the meeting. Here our expert evaluators will present panoramic evaluation to their respective speakers. Those feedbacks are just like a picture is worth 1,000 words. It means their feedbacks will be helpful for each one of us. Now it is the time to enjoy the authentic and thoughtful feedbacks of our evaluators. Timer, please note, the allotted timing for each evaluator is 2 to 3 minutes. Let us start this segment by inviting one of the star speaker and evaluators of our club. He is none other than Toastmaster Mukesh. Please welcome him with a loud round of applause. Toastmaster Mukesh will evaluate the speech of the Toastmaster competition.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. Fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. My target speaker was Toastmaster Kamlesh, and his topic, whenever you select a topic where everyone can relate, there are many pros and cons. Because people will judge. When he was describing that entire society, at one moment I felt, does he stay in my society? Because the WhatsApp message is what he said, that everyone is complaining about the leaking pipes and one of them sends good morning message. The parking spot blur, what she mentioned, happens there. Except abuses, everything was there. So these are the pros. We had good laughter. And one of the best things Toastmaster Kamlesh had, which many of us struggle with, is with the pauses. Pauses for the laughters to finish. Even I am bad at that. And most of us are. He waited for the laughters to swivel down, then he started next. That was the best thing Toastmasters Kamlesh, the best takeaway from his speech. Everybody, he painted the word picture which was worth 1,000 words. Everything, we understood everything. everything. And with that, as I already told you, that when everyone is relating your story, there are many cons as well. One of the thing, now there were many situations. Your project was about introduction to vocal variety in body language. The variety was missing. I mean, raising the voice to some extent, reducing it to some extent, decreasing the speed, it was missing. That could have been done better. At one moment, there was a time you were watching, I presume you took it from the previous evaluation. You covered everyone, but you covered one segment for a very long time. You spoke on one side for a very long time. You should shift often. Often to the other side, often to the center. Second thing, third thing, your hands were clasped to the body. There were times when you were mentioning that WhatsApp message. You could use your hand for WhatsApp message. You could have used parking spot or a different place for parking spot, a different space for WhatsApp message, a different space for something. This stage also could have been used. Hands could have been used. There were multiple instances which you could have benefited from. But overall, the speech was fantastic. I mean, I would have a recommendation for you. Re-attempt this speech next time because you have that in your project. Re-attempt this with all the recommendations, and I am sure that we will not miss going to a theatre for a very long time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now I am presenting my second evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal, one of the best evaluator and speakers of our club. Please welcome him very loudly. He will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Sanjay.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for the nice word. Good morning again. Toastmaster Sanjay. Toastmaster Sanjay was my target speaker. He delivered a speech on the title "Life at a Traffic Signal." In his speech, he has given an eye-opening life lessons to every one of us. We should be that lesson is that we should be mindful enough in our life. We should be more vigilant because life gives so many red signals, green signals, yellow signals in our life. It's up to us that how we catch up those signals. If we catch up those signals, then most of the problems will be automatically sorted out. So good message from your speech. Overall, your entire speech was good. Like you have given enough examples. You were also very confident. You are a veteran Toastmaster. You proved that you are a veteran Toastmaster. Recommendation is that most of the time that you haven't used this entire floor and you were holding the positions of your hands. Yes? So that just going to work on that. Now coming back to the your entire content of the speech, opening was a good. Immediately you asked through a question that like from where we bought the samosas and the tea, and you set the context of your entire speech, and immediately got the audience attention. In your speech, that message and the content of your speech is all about how we can be more healthy in our life. That was the overall message and the crux of your speech. And we all know that you have also given that example that so many times that we take all the snacks and foods, but we don't know how it was made and how many of those snacks and foods that we consume every day. You have also given the example of your dad, right? It's a real story also you added over there. And you also investigated that a small cup of tea, how take the life away. Another one recommendation is in your entire speech, your objective is about understand the communication style. So I was expecting that you will explain the communication style, 4 different communication style, and then you will say this is what my communication style with all the examples. So that I think objective and the content was little bit not syncum, so that you just need to work on it. So overall it was a good confident speech with a strong story message. Just work on this recommendation, otherwise you have all the quality here for a good speaker.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Dear audience, please join your hands to to welcome Toastmaster Janardhan, a very versatile speaker and evaluator. He recently received Transparency in Treasury Award. Congratulations, Toastmaster Janardhan, please be on the stage to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, gentlemen. My mother-in-law is 65 years old and her mother-in-law is 82 years old. They are in better touch with their friends. Talking, cooking and doing everything together. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Being in touch is a very relevant topic, right? I am neither a Gen Z nor the generation of my mother-in-law. I really don't know how to be in touch with my friends. Confused. Shruti started a speech in a unique way. The phone was ringing, supposedly. I was wondering how come Toastmaster coming to the club for so many months forgot to switch off the phone. Then I realized that it was made up. So it really caught my attention into her speech. She nicely narrated the conversation she had with her brother and mother with the usage of voice modulation. When she said about Gen Z, it was nicely emphasized. And how Gen Z was keep in touch these days. She also narrated about her mother, about how she keeps in touch with her friends, like talking, cooking, etc. Her speech touched the entire generation of people present here, right from Gen Z to people like me, middle age as well as above 60 years, who are all present here. Moving to the recommendations, in the start of the speech she mentioned 3 variations, but I couldn't grasp the 3 variations because the 3 was not emphasized in a unique way. Probably she could have used her fingers 1, 2, 3, or maybe used the stage to narrate first, second and third. That could have helped. Also the speech purpose was to enhance the overall body language. When she mentioned about the Bam Bam Bole song, she could have probably danced a bit. Would have helped. Being from western part of India, I think dance comes naturally to them than us. Correct? That could have been done. It was a good speech, but there was a very good scope of where she could have used the panorama of the speech purpose, body language and open variety, which it was done could have enhanced the speech to the next level. Also, I felt the end was a bit abrupt. The time she used for 5 minutes 45 seconds. There was a good 1 minute 20-30 seconds left in a speech. She was building up nicely with a message. Somehow I felt the end was abrupt. All in all, a wonderful speech about being in touch with a message. Are we really in touch? Over to you, gentlemen.
Please welcome today's timer, Toastmaster Raju, to present his report. Toastmaster Raju, please be on the stage.
As a timer, I had a panoramic view of all the speakers. TM Mukesh, you took 3 minutes 16 seconds.
You get shocked.
TM Vishal, you took 2 minutes 32 seconds. TM Janada, you took 3 minutes 9 seconds. All evaluators are qualified.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, Sagan.
Raju. Raju, something.
Second launch poll for this evaluators. Now it is the time for table topic evaluator. Please welcome Toastmaster Sanjita on the dial to present our table topic.
Good afternoon, everyone. We had a very nice table topics. Let's start with the first speaker, guest Rahul. You came here and it took a little time to understand the question, but then you were able to answer it quickly and you nicely gave the speech. I would just have one recommendation: try to use a greeting. You can always start with a good afternoon or good morning to the audience. So that will make the speech better, and it will also give you 4-5 seconds to think a little about your topic. The second was Toastmaster Vipin. So in table topics, what happens is sometimes when we get to know the topic or the theme is very much something we know, we get extra excited. But we need to consider the format of the meeting. And the format is table topics master gives you the speech and you speak on it, keeping an eye over the timer to make sure that you complete your speech on time so that others also get time. Because the entire meeting is well organized. We cannot overshadow the time or overskip the time. So you need to make sure that you follow the rules, and whatever you spoke, you can definitely have it as a speech. You are a member now, you can have it as a speech in any of your projects. Next was guest Aditya, you nicely spoke. Again, the recommendation for you is have a greeting. You spoke for 36 seconds. If you had a greeting, you could have easily extended to 45 seconds. The next will be Aman Raj, Toastmaster Aman Raj. You nicely started with a greeting and you gave a very good speech. You quoted your grandmother. Your speech had nice beginning, body and conclusion. My only recommendation is before leaving, you shake hands with the table topic master. You don't leave the stage empty. Next was Yash Raj, another nice speaker, understood the topic, followed all rules. The speech had all the beginning, body and conclusion, but I did see a little repetition. What is this? What is that? So try to avoid repetition in your speech. And the last was Toastmaster Kirit. He left me very disappointed because I did not have anything to find in his speech. So overall, it was a very nice session, and I hope we will all carry a lot of learnings from this session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Now, after all this exciting evaluation, it is time for us to hear the reports of counter and grammarian. Now, dear members, please welcome Toastmaster Yashraj on dais to present his ahar. Toastmaster Yashraj, the dais.
I had an illusion that our counter is the best tool because no one is there to judge your R's and M's. But I was wrong. So the table topic evaluator recommended me that I was repeating what. And that's the beauty of Toastmasters. We all are here to learn together and grow together. And as per my report, let me mention the Toastmasters who were flawless, who are Toastmaster Kirit, Toastmaster Vikram, Toastmaster Tarun, please keep it going. Toastmaster Kristi and Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Gitanjali.
I am totally Toastmaster.
You feel like.
Yeah.
And let's start with Toastmaster Sanjay. You used 2 hours. There were no repetitive words. Kudos for that. Toastmaster Sanchita, there were 2 hours. Repetitive was but, and so. Toastmaster Raju, there were 3 hours. More than 3 hours, no repetitive words. Toastmaster Mukesh, there was 1 hour, and your repetitive word was that. Toastmaster Kamlesh, you used more than 3 hours, and so and were repetitive words. Then Toastmaster Janardhan, there were more than 3 hours. Toastmaster Chinmay, there were 2 hours, and is there was repetitive. Guest Rahul, there were 3 hours, and repetitive word was and. Toastmaster Vipin, more than 3 hours, and so was repetitive. Guest Aditya, 3 hours, and was repetitive. Amanda, there were no hours and ums, but and was somewhat repetitive. And do anyone remember the tip I gave while I was explaining my role? Anyone?
Pause.
Take a pause. And what was the bracket thing? Don't lose eye contact. And another tip which I recently discovered was how to avoid R's and M's. Do you all remember the book of the week?
1 minute.
1 minute. So whenever you get a minute, talk to anyone. Just keep talking and you will notice that R's and M's are disappeared. Thank you and over to your evaluator.
Now, dear audience, join your hands to welcome Toastmaster Tarun to present his grammarian report. Toastmaster Tarun, the stage.
Good morning, Toastmasters, and good afternoon, Toastmasters and fellow guests. Before presenting my grammarian report, I would like to name the Toastmasters who use the word of the day and phrase of the day. So, maybe you can give a round of applause to them. Word of the day was used by TM Mukesh, TM Rajesh, TM Chinmay, TM Gitanjali and TM Vinay. Phrase of the day was used only by TM Gitanjali and TM. So overall today's meeting was exceptionally good. Sometimes I forgot that I was a grammarian. Still, I could note good usages of grammar and phrases as well as somewhere where I could find that it can be improved. So first I would like to narrate the good usages or the phrases which were catchy. So first was about the dream. That dream is not what we see when we are sleeping, but it is what which keeps us awake. And we should prioritize ourselves and the things which we want. Master the art. Life is a journey. One of the good things which came from speech was that low battery alarm for everyone's happiness. WhatsApp warrior was something new. Society is not made up of buildings, but it is made up of people who are living. Universe is always giving us signal. It is up to us how we grab it. Being in touch to stay connected. And the disc philosophy explained by Sir about personal development, that was something new which we learned today. And from Aman Raj, to be rebelling, to rebel, but to prove one's existence. And last but not the least, avoid embarrassing situation by looking at yourself. These were some of the good usages or catchy grammar which was used. Now, as Toastmasters, we always are keen to find some learnings or mistakes where it can be improved. There are a few I have noted down. That one is Salim to be died. I think it should be Salim to die or Salim to be dead. Could not caught up. I could not catch up. Show my report. I think can we present my report? He is having pathway. His pathway is sipping a tea. Sip a tea. It will not happen in previous committee. It did not happen in previous or past committee. You must be know. You may be knowing or you should know. Twice time, it's 2 times, and then one little brother. I think younger brother could have it better. That's all from my report.
Now I have one request for timer. My timing is 12:13. So please 10, 11 and 12, please 13 you show me the green, red and yellow cards. After all this excitement, evaluation report, now it is my time to present the wholesome report of the club. First of all, my heartfelt thanks to Toastmaster Tarun and Toastmaster Jayashri for sharing wonderful theme poster, Toastmaster Tarun and Jayashri for agenda very much. It was really wonderful poster you made, Toastmaster Tarun. Thank you so much. Actually, generally they remain behind the curtain. That's why it is necessary to take out their name. The meeting started exactly at 10:30 a.m. and Sergeant at Arm very nicely, very authentically he started the meeting with following all the protocols of the club meeting. Then he just handed this meeting to a wonderful person who by himself he took the opportunity to be a presiding officer. He is none other than Toastmaster. Again, he has come with a wonderful message of dream, and he gave a wonderful example of K. Asif, who directed and made the movie Mughal-e-Azam, and that was really wonderful. That time they cannot think of making that movie, he made that. Still that movie has the same craze. Thank you so much. And also, Sir Toastmaster Kirit has followed all the protocol of the meeting by introducing guests to the club. Then thanks to Toastmaster Sanchita for sharing the book of the week, that is 1 Minute for Yourself by Spencer Johnson. And really, she told very nicely that our body, we are the gift of God. If we can't take care of ourselves, then how can we take the care of others? So it is the first and utmost duty of ours to take care of ours. Tio Modi, again nothing to say. 10 minutes are over. 12:13.
13. It's 11.
Not 12, 10 to 13 minutes.
12, 11, 12, 12 and 12:30. About Toastmaster of the day, it is really excellent. He has really presented the panoramic view, though there is no picture, no that photograph, no laptop show, but he has just took us to that situation, the which he has explained. Well done. All the three speakers, they had given their best, and really, Shruti, I loved your speech. It was so nice. And Toastmaster Kamlesh, you amazed me by giving such humorous speech. Well done. Table topic master, Toastmaster Chinmay. It was a really wonderful session, but I have one request to you. Instead of searching the titles and the topics in the mobile, it would be better if you could have written those in a paper. That would have saved the time and nothing else. You have not done anything wrong, but to save the time, because it is a time-bound meeting. For each section, this much time is allotted. For this one, this person, this much time is allotted. So, for your betterment, if you would have done that, you could have taken one or two more candidates as a speaker. Evaluation part was really awesome. All the three evaluators have given extraordinary evaluation to their speakers. Indeed, it was an excellent meeting. Just two things I want to tell. That dear members, those who have opted for the role, please come. Enter the meeting hall 5-10 minutes before the meeting starts, because it is a protocol of the standard view, a standard norm of the club that one should, if you are a role player, they should reach by 10:25. Because then again there is a problem to conduct a meeting. So it is my earnest request to them. And as Sanjita has told, don't overshoot the time, because if you are overshooting the time, it means you are taking someone else's time. So just keep these two things in your mind. And with this, I will just thank all the guests and role players to make this session wonderful. With this, I hand over this meeting to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geetanjali. Wonderful general evaluation report. My concluding remarks. I spoke about the cinematic experience of wow, fear, audience reaction, 3D, IMAX. I went to a movie and did not know what is happening. Totally confused. You know what is the movie?
Interception.
Inception.
Inception.
You are close to it. Christopher Nolan movie and Tenet. Now, these two movies, I went just for the peer pressure of telling it is a wonderful movie. What did I end up doing, especially in Inception? During the break, I opened Wikipedia and I read what is written there. And then I came to know what is the story. Definitely, I did not understand anything in the movie. I watched it once more, had some traces of understanding. Still, the entire plot is so deep that I can just tell my friends that yeah, I saw Inception. Because my friends also don't ask me whether I understood or not. I'm very sure that the intellectual ability that I had is what they also have. And it's very difficult with the Christopher Nolan movies. I'm sure that every time I came on stage and I narrated about my experience, you all would have related to some of the movies of your favorites or your worst ones. I enjoyed being the TM only today and explaining the cinematic experience. A special thanks to Tarun, because I thought that he will create a poster where I will be sitting in the audience and looking at the screen, but he put me on the screen and told this is cinematic experience. Thank you so much, Tarun. I give the stage, hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Kiran.
Indeed wonderful. We had a full panoramic view of the screens today by Toastmaster Vikram, and I was really looking forward to it. Why I chose to be presiding officer? Only to see that how he ultimately performs on the stage. But movie, I myself is a movie buff. I must say that in college, from 1970 to 74, 4 years, I made it a point to see every theatre of Bombay. Then from Borivali to Colaba, I did not miss any theatre which was in the suburb. And I went even to a CM cinema which was in red light area called Deepak. Nobody goes there. But I went and saw movies, some B, C class movie. So this is how the movie, and movie experience, I'm a movie buff, so I can relate to whatever he said correctly. And where I was staying in Porbandar, my town, there used to be English movies every Sunday. And very hardly anybody knew English in Porbandar. So they had to translate the story in Gujarati and give the title also appropriate title. So there was a movie called Flower Gokul. They translated it Kabhi Garam Kabhi Naram. Then there was a movie called Paris I Love You, and they translated it Paris Ka Gupta. So this is the hilarious way they do. I was staying very next to a theatre in Porbandar, very next. And my dream was like that. So here also, I am staying next to Inox. Same boat. So I can see all the movies. In fact, I watch every movie. Sometimes only 2 of us are in the theatre. So I could relate to what he said. I will narrate a little observation because we have some time. That what he said about the horror movies. When I was 10-year-old, I saw a horror movie called 20 Saal Baad. The first horror movie of those time, black and white. And I was a child, 10-year-old, and I would never get money to buy tickets. But theatre was next to me, so doorkeepers always knew me. They would always allow me to come after the interval because then there is no checking. So after my all the movies are seen after interval, half. And they would hide me in the box. If you remember, there is a box which is the rear end, and there he would ask us to sit and see. So I went to see 20 Saal Baad in the box. And if you remember, in 20 Saal Baad, the most frightening moment is the Panja. It comes. If you see not seen, you see you will today get frightened by that Panja. So that Panja came, and I was shocked with the 10-year-old. I just put my hand. I had some chana's puri in my hand, like that. And in a moment I found that somebody is touching my hand behind me. And the chana puri is gone. And the Panja is on the screen. I was really scared. Really just I wanted to look back. Then I found a theatre, there was a diamond theatre it is called. It was in a stable horse. And the horse was behind kept, just behind the box. In the hall, when the horse and all scene comes, the horse gets excited. He puts his mouth and grabs my this is the horrible, I mean, this is the type of theatre we had in all the villages. It would be in some garage, it would be in some stable, all that. So that was my horrible experience of on the screen, off the screen. So anyway, now today's session was fantastically had. We are waiting for the awards.
Sir, I want 1 minute.
Sure.
So that exciting experience of moving on.
Oh yeah, please.
See, again, namaskar and greetings to each one of you. See, Anaconda movie. Everyone knows that. So, me and my husband went to see the Anaconda movie. I think in Apsara in
Bombay Center.
No, not in Bombay. In Pratapnagar, Apsara Hall. And you know that Anaconda movie, there is one show that the anaconda is coming towards the that lady those who have gone to search them. And suddenly one boy shouted, young boy, 5-6 years old, and he shouted crying, "Mommy save me, mommy save me." The mommy told, "Don't worry, it is a movie. I know that is movie, but anaconda doesn't know it." And then the whole people, everyone started laughing, and that serious moment became humorous. Thank you.
Toastmaster Vikram because he created the scene whereby we all would like to go and see movie in the theaters. That was the purpose, I'm sure. So we'll have to have awards now. The first award would be Toastmaster Best Evaluator. I would bring in the Best Evaluator. You can please join.
Toastmaster Janardhan.
Best role players, supporting role players.
Toastmaster Yashraj.
Thank you so much for
taking the role.
Very, very rarely an area director takes such a role. So great of him.
Toastmaster Raju and Yashraj, thank you so much for taking the roles last minute.
And the best speaker of the day,
Toastmaster Shruti.
Wonderful. Where were you hiding? Oh, and the best development speaker.
Great, sir.
Toastmaster Kirit.
I have to reciprocate. Best role player. Thank you.
Sir,
Stand like this.
sir, you can flip your hand. Great, thank you.
We'll take feedback, like every movie has to have critics. So we'll take review from the guest, Toastmaster Rahul.
Shall I come?
Yes,
Anyway,
go there.
come here.
Lot of time.
Time is there. This was a short movie.
So I think like all movies, this had a good happy ending. I think in terms of feedback, the meeting was very well conducted and everyone stuck to their times. That's
Yes.
kudos to everyone on that front, because nobody overshot on their roles, or usually sometimes it happens. So that way I think it was very well orchestrated, like a perfect movie you have. The direction was perfect for today's session. I think that's where, and it was very informative also. There was a lot of quotes which I am going to take from today's meeting. I think somebody said societies are not made by bricks and all. It's made by people. So that's one thing that that kind of hit the chords in my head. So it was amazing. It was like today's session had the entire panorama of various topics that was there. So fantastic. Good evening.
Toastmaster Aditya, you would like to say something?
Not much, but I, first of all, I would really like to share that the speeches as well as the evaluations, they were really well orchestrated, as you said. And one small token of appreciation, like in college, we almost, we have daily usage of AI in project presentation, speaking, everything. But here I noticed that like there is a good degree of genuineness in every speech or evaluation, whatever there is. Since the originality is rising from personal experiences, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are well in time. We will conclude in time. With this, I will call the end of the session and be ready for the photo session.